Okay, hey, how's everyone doing? I thought today I'll do something a little different. I thought I'd do a video. I'm going to show my impression for a Grenadier serving in the Free Company of the 1st SS Panzerdivision, the Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler. So to start off with, I'm going to start with what I've got on the table. This is a 12-foot table. So yeah, you can kind of get an idea of the amount of stuff I've got, and I'm going to move on to some of the uniforms. So to start with, not everything I use. The items up here, original newspapers, some maps, some copies of Signal, failed post letters. Those I do not take to a reenactment. They stay home. They're too expensive and too valuable to take to a reenactment and get ruined. So those stay at home. They're just for just for personal viewing, really. So starting off here, I have my hygiene kit, which I keep in a feld post box, which I'm still yet to fill out. But wrapped up in the tea towel here, I've got shaving soap, shaving brush, and I got my razor. The razor is a Rotbart. This is all from veshmishop.com. I've also got toothpaste soap, hand soap, foot powder, toilet roll, and now I've got a frontline infantry ration. Now I've got original Tonosul hair comb, and then just here I've got this ain't a real K98. It's just a Denix. Yeah, Denix K98. So I still haven't got my firearms license yet. Then I've got a original 1939 dated Laufschütze for an MG34. In English that's spare barrel carrier. Now I've got a tin opener / bottle opener. I've got my folding spork, cheaply made Coca-Cola tin. Now I've got personal items here, so shaving mirror, K98 cleaning kit, cigarettes, Oberst, Juno. I also have Eckstein, but overall I prefer Oberst. Got some matches, 1935 replica Zippo, sold book, 44 pocket diary, original Breyer pipe. Now I've got some Lackerbrot, butter dish, Esbit stove, and then I've got the Das Neue Soldaten Liederbuch. That's from Verlagkopf, World War II German.com. Fantastic reproductions there. Then I've got an original antique silver cigarette case that belonged to a family member of mine. It's just perfect for reenacting. These cigarettes actually fit nicely inside. It really adds to the atmosphere when you're at events. Now I've got another tea towel. They're both marked Herr's Unterkampf. And then moving on, I've got my bread bag. Now I've got my canteen cup, model 31 cup. It is painted in green. Now I've got a model 44 bayonet frog. Now I've just got a white coffee pot. I've got gloves, toque, socks. Ideally I could do with some more socks. You can get them at pretty much any vendor, Soldier of Fortune, Gavin, Kelly's, Hessen Antique, Kriegsender. You can pretty much get them everywhere. They're like £10 or so, so not expensive. I think toques, post-war, something like that. The gloves, I can't remember where these came from. Possibly either, I don't know, maybe Newman Industry, SM Wholesale. Not too sure on that. Now I've got an old A-frame. This ain't original, it's a reproduction, but it's quite a good quality one. I bought that off of a reenactor in my group, so I got it for a good price. I think I paid like £30 for it. Now I've got a Richard Underwood Militaria Oakleaf Zeltbahn. Ideally I want to change up for SM Wholesale or At the Front or Panther Store. The only thing that sucks about getting from At the Front and SM Wholesale is the customs charges in the UK. It's kind of shit. Now I've got a post-war mess kit with a 62 dated mess kit strap. It's actually stamped Berlin. And then I've got a 41 dated gas mask with a 42 dated filter and 44 dated lenses. And I'll keep that in a 45 dated canister with a original strap and a reproduction gas cake bag. I'm actually looking to change it up for an original. Seen a few on FJM 44, so that's going to be something I'm going to change up, and I'll probably just stick a reproduction gas sheet in it. And then I've got two more M24 stick grenades. This one actually wants a bit of weathering, so it doesn't look a bit too farby. And now I've got an original 1943 dated folding entrenching tool. Got that off of a member of my group for about 100 quid or so. And now I've got some Richard Underwood Militaria K98 pouches and Y straps. These are the model 42. Eventually all the leather stuff I'm going to change for Vincent's equipment made. His are without a doubt the best, hands down. The equipment belt is also Richard Underwood. The buckle, I can't actually remember where I got this from. It's an alright buckle, it's not the best. Ideally I'd like to change it up for an original, but original SS buckles are a bit pricey. So I'll probably look for an Eastern European made one, because they're usually the best. Now I've got a cravat or tie, and I've got a LAH sports vest, Richard Underwood Gamoshan. I've also got an original pair, but the original pair, they don't quite fit, and I don't know how I'd feel about using original Gamoshan. The K98 is a reproduction, so is the Bayonet Frog. That's also from Richard Underwood Militaria. Again, Bayonet Frog's going to get changed up for a Vincent's equipment made one, and the bayonet I'd like to change out for an original. The boots are cheap boots, I can't remember where I got them from. They will be replaced for what's the name of it? Wehrmacht shoes. Yeah, I'll get a pair of low boots from Wehrmacht shoes, and then a pair of jack boots from either Nestoff or Leather Arsenal. I'm thinking more towards Leather Arsenal, because I've seen his boots in person and they're pretty decent. The crusher cap, that could do a bit more crushing. That's made by Errol in Germany. It's actually a nice crusher. Shout out to Panzerdivision 1. He gave me some great advice on how to crush it. And then the helmet cover is just a cheap reproduction. Again, that's going to be changed for SM Wholesale or At the Front. Now I've got a reproduction model 42 style helm. The paint and decal came from D-Day France 1944.com. It's a company in France that do some pretty decent paints and decals. Probably actually the best on the market. I originally seen World War II history and reenacting. He done a review on it, and from the review he did, I thought it looked alright. So I tried it out and it was decent. The M43 field cap, bought this off of a member in my group. It's been nicely burnt and shaved. I'll get a close up of the fibres there. The insignia is not too bad on it. It's nicely shaped. I'm not actually sure what make that is, but it's by far my favourite field cap. I have a M43 with single button by Errol. Not best pleased with it. It was okay for starting out, but I use that one now. I'm thinking of maybe getting some from LSSAH. I could do with a M24 SSVT side cap and the M40 shift shin. So probably might save up, get a big order from him. Now I've got this is the M24 Italian Camera Cap from SM Wholesale. I think these retail for about $100. It's a nice cap. I don't really use it much with my group because I'm only young and I've only been in the group probably about 8 months or so. I'm still a Grenadier, so we're mostly patrolling around 1943, 1944. So that's something that would probably be worn by more senior NCOs and infantry. And then moving on, I've got a lamb's wool sweater. It's about a similar pattern to the ones that the Germans used in World War II, but obviously this is a civilian one. I think I paid like 20 quid for it, but in winter it works nicely. Little item sent from home. Now I've got a SS brown service shirt. It's got an RZM label. It's not the best. It was just something I sort of just bought spare at the moment. It's Richard Underwood Military, I think, but again, that sort of thing I'll change up for one made by Newman Industry. Now I've got some M43 field trousers, or collar holes. I don't remember where these came from, but I've used them quite a bit, and I mean in some places they're starting to look a bit gross, it's starting to fray and fall apart. I've got a new pair on order from Munduri Dreamer. Ordered them back on the 11th of January. They should have been ready by March, but obviously COVID-19 happened, and I think it's like June 19th now, so still waiting on them. I've spoken to him, he said they're ready, but with postal services at the minute it'll take a while. And then the suspenders are just I think these are post-war ones or reproduction, I'm not sure. I'm going to change them for some civilian style ones made by, I'll either go for some made by Darcy Clothing, or actually I might get some Hercules, but it seems everyone's going for Hercules suspenders, so I'll probably go with Darcy, get some, not some unusual civilian ones, but fairly commonish, but not too common. And then just down here, I've got my insignia box, sewing kit, original interior buttons for a project I'm working on. Still need to get some original exterior buttons. And then collar tab and sleeve eagle. This is a early war pattern sleeve eagle and collar tab. This is for, again, the same project. I'm halfway through doing it. And I've got cuff titles, Junkerschultals, Der Führer, Das Reich, Totenkopf, Reinhard Heydrich. So, got plenty of cuff titles. I might do a Das Reich impression, I'm not sure yet. And I've got a late war Dachau pattern sleeve eagle and some original paper press buttons from fjm44.com, and the sleeve eagle is from LSSAH. That is for my M43 greatcoat, which I'm working on doing the cuffs on, and then some more bits in insignia, Iron Cross and Ostfront. Now I've got Gerfreiter and Sterman chevrons, Estonian and French shields, and then I've got some cotton thread and loads of collar tabs. Way more collar tabs than I probably actually need. And I've got some sleeve diamonds. I've got about 6 of these. Don't know why I've got so many. Kragenbinder, some different piping for collar tabs and different tress. Got an Edelweiss. This didn't actually exist. I was told this is sort of some sort of fantasy item. I might just stick down a denim jacket or something purely because it looks cool. And then I just got loads of shoulder boards. Or I think the actual name for these is Schulterklappen. Some funny name. These are actually high quality. There's about 600 euros worth of insignia in there, and I think I paid like 300 euros. So I got a decent deal on it all. I probably won't use all of it. I've actually sending some out to a friend. If you pay attention to his YouTube channel, you might see it on there. I haven't actually been to the post office to post it yet, purely because A, I'm a bit skint, and B, COVID-19. So yeah, that's the insignia. And then moving on to the uniforms. So I've got my M43 greatcoat, which I use for my LAH impression. The good thing about this is, late war, they didn't have collar tabs on, and they didn't have cuff titles. All you had was your eagle and then your shoulder boards. And having just the eagle means that I could swap out the shoulder boards. I could put Pioneer, artillery, normal infantry, and any shoulder boards really, and I could use that for other SS impressions that are late war. The cuffs I'm currently altering. The SS greatcoats, they didn't have French cuffs, so yeah, that's my M43 mantle. Moving on, I have my M40 Feldbluser. This I still need to get insignia for, but this is going to be for the Pioneer Abteilung 294. This will be a here impression, and it'll actually be my first time doing here. I'll be doing this impression at Stalingrad in Youngstown, Ohio. Hopefully I'm going to join some friends out there next March, depending on how things go with COVID-19 and all that lot, and whether after everything I'll be able to afford it, because within the next few weeks I'll find out whether I still have a job or not. So yeah, fun times. Next up, I have a M36 Feldbluser. This is just a spare. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. I might do an SS impression, might do here. I'm not really sure yet. And then moving on, I have an M42 Feldbluser, although you can't really see it because I've got a smock over the top. But this smock, this is a oak leaf pattern made by Bud O'Toole in the late 70s, early 80s. It's actually quite a nice smock. You've probably seen it on my page before. The pattern is really nice on it. I'm not 100% sure if this is hand printed or not, or hand screened, but it is fairly good quality. Shout out to Panzerdivision 1. I bought this off of him. But yeah, it's a nice smock. I know partly the origin to it. But yeah, it'll be something I use alongside my other smock. And then yeah, the M42 is underneath. LAH. The only award on it is the Infantry Assault. This is my main combat tunic. I use this from sort of like 43 to sort of mid 44 or so. Let's see if I can roll the sleeve up, show the cuff. There's the cuff title there, the 1st SS. And then my next felled bluser is my M43. All these felled blusers and the mantle, they're all made by Richard Underwood Militaria. They're fairly decent mid-range tunic. They're made by, I think they're made under Gavin. So pretty much you buy one of these, you're buying a Gavin. So yeah. Again, this is set up for a Grenadier or Schütze. This one I still need to get some more belt hooks for, and I'll probably get a 2nd Infantry Assault and put on this. Yeah, the cuff title, not exactly on straight, but it's straight enough. But a late war tunic, I mean, obviously the Germans were running out of materials. These two felled blusers, I'm actually yet to burn and shave them to get the map of the wool off. But yeah, they're gonna get the shit beaten out of them. They're gonna be well used, filthy, oily, muddy. They'll probably smell bad. They'll be absolutely disgusting, but it'll be perfect. Yeah, some people probably won't understand that, but yeah, it's a reenactive thing. Now I've just got a sleeve eagle on there. Now, this is the project that I'm working on. This is going to be my parade tunic, and when it's done, it's going to be the dog's bollocks. It's going to be fucking mega. So I still need to get internal suspenders for this. I also need to get some original belt hooks because I'm going to go for original. And then, as I've shown, I've already got the original internal buttons. I've also got the LSSAH collar tab to put on alongside the other. And I've got the sleeve eagle to sew on. And then the exterior buttons I'm also going to change out for original. And then I'm going to get a cuff title from LSSAH Militaria. And then I've already got some pretty decent quality LAH shoulder boards on it. But Munduri Jarima, they said they can make some really nice pre-war ones. So that'll be something I'll look into. And then moving on from that, I have my black SS Panzerdivision, which this, although I'm not part of the my group's Panzer unit, I'm not one of the tankies yet. Might do someday, but this is more for in the evenings after the public's gone, when you put like your best uniforms on and you hit up the beer tent and you get absolutely shit faced. That's what this is for. I've got basic SS collar tabs, shoulder boards. I've got some LAH slip-ons. I've got some .44 Panzer trousers. Basic sleeve eagle, and then I've got a early cuff title, which is actually a little bit too high. Ideally it wants to be in line with this, so when I get the time I'm going to alter it, bring it down 2 centimeters so it looks just right. And even though I keep this in a wardrobe, somehow the cat hair still get on it. So something I have to sort out. And then the last item is my M40 overprint smock from SM Wholesale. I bought this off of a member of my group. I got a good price on it. It's well used, well worn, as you can see. Beauty about this is I didn't have to pay the HM Revenue and Customs, and I didn't have to pay the postage, so that was a bonus. I got in a job lot of stuff for about 400 quid, and some of the stuff in there was not cheap. I mean, the entrenching tool was in there, that was about 100 or so, I think. Then there was this, and then there was quite a few other items, but it's a good smock. I've only ever used this once, but I'll probably change it up. I'll probably use this for an event, and then the Budo tool smock, I'll use that for another event. That's what I got hit on the customs with. £68 3p just to pay for customs and handling. So instead of it being like $150, it works out like probably about nearly $250, but it was worth it. It's a fucking badass smock, and I'm gonna get plenty of use out of it. So yeah, this is everything pretty much for my first SS division impression, the Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler, more specifically the Free Company, except for that tunic there. That tunic's going to be for the Pioneer Abteilung 294 with the Heer for 1942-43 Battle of Stalingrad, barricaded weapons factory, all that nice stuff. And yeah, so that's all my items, most of which will be changed up for originals. I've still got loads more stuff to get. Like, I mean, I need a MG34 barrel to go in here. Because yeah, it's empty, so got myself an MG34 barrel, and that'll go in. I want to get a better quality bread bag, which I'm probably going to get one from John Waite on Facebook. His stuff looks absolutely badass. I want to get more paper items. I want to get a correctly filled out sold book, which I'll probably speak to Chris Schreiber. He does some decent work. The leather work's going to get changed up for Vincent's equipment. I also want to get the long underwear and some service shirts and some socks, some gloves and toques, etc. from Newman Industry. I want to get some better field trousers and suspenders. Also need to get the early field trousers like the M37, M40 and the M36 Steingrau. Better boots. Also want to get a Finnish M40-55 helmet, do up as a German M40. And then I'm also speaking to a friend of mine who has an original well, not original SS, but an original M35 style helm, which has it's painted in the apple green with the SS runes and the swastika. It looks absolutely awesome, so I'm going to try and get a hold of that. I also want better Zeltbahn, an original wartime dated mess tin. I also want an original water bottle. Pretty much a lot of the stuff I want is going to be original or the highest quality. I think so far I've probably spent in the region of £5,000 to £10,000. That's including buying the stuff, paying the shipment and handling, and then alterations and stuff made, like changing out collar tabs and sleeve eagles and signal, all that stuff. So yeah, I've spent a lot of money so far, and who knows, I might spend another 100,000. We'll see. But hopefully, end of August, Military Odyssey will be on, and I can finally get back to doing what I love, reenacting. I think most people will look at me and think I'm absolutely crazy, but you know what? Fuck it, who cares? I love this, and I know so many other people that love doing this. So yeah, I hope everyone has a nice weekend. If there's any reenactors who watch this, I'd probably expect after watching this video you'll probably be getting all your kit out and annoying your family by taking over the kitchen or living room, etc. So yeah, have a nice weekend and stay tuned. Bye.